All right, so here we're taking a look at a requested topic, and the question has to do with Swift and CIPS or like whatever. It's a bunch of financial stuff that I honestly don't really know anything about. However, at the end of the question, it's basically if the US dollar stops being kind of the world's reserve currency, is that good or bad for the average person? Um, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a collapse of the US dollar. That seems to be kind of inevitable. But we'll find out if the currency transitions to another sort of world reserve currency. Is that good or bad for the average person on Earth? For the average human. All right. Root card, Four of Swords. The Four of Swords usually talks about sort of taking a break. Now, right away, this is kind of implying that the U.S. dollar, like if it did stop being the main currency, that it might actually return to that, or this would talk about a different currency sort of coming back. And I think the only other currency that I can think of that was kind of the main thing before would be gold. Um, and the four might be maybe talking about the return of gold. So, the Fool. The Fool as the main card. Now, this is the beginning of a brand new chapter, right? So, the Fool would show a pretty fundamental reset. And the Fool is the zero because the zero can become anything. This is like the seed. So, a fundamental reset here in the Fool. Now, I guess what comes before it doesn't matter that much, so we'll just try to fill out um, from the seed, like where it kind of goes. The Hermit. Wow. Um, okay, so I'm just gonna put another card to figure out what we get going from the Fool to the Hermit. Like, let's just try to find out more about the Hermit here. Six of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Swords, I mean, the Four of Swords kind of plays along with this. What really happens in the Four of Swords, so much shit was pulling at this person's head that they had to get away. So they buried themselves in the ground, and they do this to bring the energy back down into the body and to sort of clear their head. Now, the Six of Swords, there's the soldier. This is the burning city of conflict, and the soldier is just like, fuck this, I'm done fighting this war that will never end, so I'm getting out of here. And this is about leaving a place of conflict and going to a place of peace. But again, it's kind of to clear all of the mental crap. So, the Hermit. The Hermit is like, it's this is about what you know, as opposed to what the rest of the world is telling you. The Hermit is very much about going within to understand that you are full of gold. And then you sort of have to separate long enough to remember who you are and what you are here to do. So, this looks like a separation from a lot of probably stress and anxiety. And this looks like it would be very powerful for people to sort of do what they are here to do. To be able to have the time, I guess, to look inward to see what they're really here on Earth to do, and to remember their specific skills and loves and all of that. Um, this is very individual, right? The Hermit is about the individual person's knowledge and potential. So this all looks like it would be good for the average person. But because the Fool, I mean, the Fool shows a brand new deal, right? And like a whole new chapter of life. And this really could go any direction. But I'm just going to pull one more card kind of as an overarching thing here. And we get the Temperance card. The Temperance card is about understanding and patience, wisdom and knowledge. Like, this is not reacting very quickly or with emotion to situations. It's about taking your time and being able to figure out exactly what the hell is going on, you know, patience and understanding and wisdom. So when we look at this for the average person, it looks like if the currency shifted to whatever it is that comes next, it would be very good for the average person. And it looks like it would come with less stress and more time to figure out why we are here, and more time to sort of gain understanding on, the world and our lives. So this actually looks pretty good. Um, I don't really know what else to say about this. I would like to hear, any comments or anything that we have about this. I'm not, by any means an expert on the financial markets, but this looks like whatever comes next as the main currency of the world would bring with it less stress and more time to think. So that's what we have right now. Peace.